Hello, hello, lifers. Hello, community. I am Coach Ruth, and welcome to 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. In our time together, I not only prepare you for your upcoming week, but for the rest of your life. I am sitting in the office, and I am currently working on one of my teachings for my women's retreat that is coming up in April 11th through April 13th. It's Thursday through Saturday, Thursday evening. I would love to have you to attend this. As a matter of fact, this is the last week for you to sign up for the retreat if you would like to go. If you would like more information, hello to whoever's on here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Say hi so I will know who you are. And if you would like more information about it, you can go to two places. You can either go to newbirthchurch.org, new N-E-W, birth, B-I-R-T-H, church.org, or you can go to my website, which is iamruthward.com, iamruthward.com. And, but like I said, hey guys, hey Simone, how are you? Hey Monica, how are you? You know, Monica, I was talking about you on Sunday. Well, the last couple of Sundays I talked about you because, hello, Harriet, how are you? Because I wanted a cake and I went to the pie kitchen and bought a cake, and it was very, very, very expensive. And we probably ate 3 pieces, and then I threw it away, the whole thing away. Big old cake, because it was horrible. Horrible. So, if you have mercy on my soul, I'd love to have a cake or something. I'll pay you for it. Because that cake pie kitchen is like going way down. But if you are new here, because I want to get to what I'm going to talk about real quick. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, and then also hit the notification button so anytime that I'm on, that you will be notified. But what I was sitting here doing is I was working on one of the teachings for my women's retreat, and it's the session that's dealing with I'll pay whatever it is. I don't care. And the session is dealing with the bad in our families, right? Because we all have bad stuff in our family. And one of the things that I was, writing down and kind of flushing through was forgiveness. Because honestly, in every family, there's no family will ever be healed from anything um, unless there is forgiveness, right? Because we all know that the people who are closest to you are the ones that will hurt you the most, because they're the closest to you and they're the ones that you love. Like if it's somebody that you don't like, and if they do something to you, you can kind of brush that off and you'll be okay. But if it's somebody that you love, somebody that you trust, somebody that you know, care for, and there's some infraction was made or some hurt, whether that be in a marriage or whether that could be a parent and a sibling, that could be siblings, brother, sister, whatever, cousins, and hurt happens. Well, you're never going to get past that until there is forgiveness. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to be talking about in that particular session is forgiveness, and how you have to have forgiveness. It's almost like, and I'm even going to sort of liken it to, if you don't forgive somebody, then you're forever tethered to them. In the Bible, we talk about, I'm talking about releasing, okay? Forgiveness, it's releasing of something. And the root word for, if you're going to the women's retreat, I was going to say marriage retreat. If you're going to the women's retreat, you're getting a sneak peek. Okay, but the root word for release is lease. Okay, so I thought about it this way, that sometimes if we go to a car lot and we want to lease a car, right? We are paying for it. We're making monthly payments on it. We're putting gas in it. We're paying for the upkeep. We're, washing that car. We're having to keep it clean. We're doing all the things for the car. But guess what? The car is not yours. You don't even own that car. You're not buying the car. You're just leasing it, right? So I liken it to you're leasing something, that you're holding on to something that it's not even yours. Just like that car is not yours. You're holding on to something that's not yours. You're washing it. You're paying the price for it. You're you're doing you're carrying it around, and it's not even yours. So I'm encouraging you to say, you've got to let that thing go. You've got to give that car back. You've got to give that thing back because it does not belong to you, right? And then even at the end of that lease, you can buy it, but is it going to be worth anything? Probably not that much. So I'm just saying, I liken it that way, that we're holding on to stuff. And also in the Bible, there's biblically, when it's talking about forgiveness, it's talking about the releasing of a debt that somebody, or you feel like that somebody has owed you something, right? Because if we're just like with Monique, when she was saying how she would never forgive, who was it? Oprah Winfrey and Lee Daniels, and who else did she say? Tyler Perry and all these people, she would never forgive them until they apologized, gave her back the money, all the money she lost, and all those kinds of things. Well, we all know that she's never going to get an apology. She's never going to get the money back. And I hate to think that she's holding on to unforgiveness all of her life, waiting on something that she is never going to get. So she's always tethered to Oprah, always tethered to Tyler Perry, always tethered to Lee Daniels. And I guarantee you, in every interview that she has with them, that she mentions them, right? Every time she's in an interview, she talks about Lee Daniels. She talks about Tyler Perry. She talks about Oprah Winfrey. Because you know what? Because she's tethered to them. She's tethered to them, and they ain't even thinking about her, and she's just carrying them like she's carrying a cross. And the best thing she could do is to say, you know what? I'm gonna forgive them, and I'm gonna move on with my life. And then she could teach other young women about forgiveness, right? So so I just wanted to say that little bit about forgiveness, that also, that just because you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean you got to bring them back into your life. It doesn't mean if you have that best friend and they hurt your feeling, you had a falling out or whatever that thing may be, you don't have to bring them back into your life. You can forgive them and you are good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't hold anything against them. You see them, you can speak to them, and you don't feel anything rising up in you, because that's how you know you haven't forgiven somebody, is when you see them and then that thing rises up in you and you be like, oh, I thought I forgave them, but But when you know that you can see them and you're good, they don't have to apologize. They don't have to say they're sorry. They don't have to do none of that. You're not wishing ill will against them or any of those things. Hello, Auntie Helen. You're not wishing any ill will. I just told somebody that recently. I said, we were talking about someone and I told them, I said, I don't wish any ill will on them. I'm not, praying God get them. I wasn't praying those kind of things. And because I had forgiven and just let it go, move on from not just move on, but healed from it, right? Because you can say you move on from something, doesn't mean that you're healed from it. It just means you're from one place to the next, right? So if you, just because you say, well, I've moved on, doesn't mean you're healed from it. So the thing is you want to be healed from it as you're moving on. So, but you can forgive somebody, and you don't have to bring them back into your life. You don't have to say, okay, now we're going to be best friends again, and now we're going to do all this stuff and, hang out or whatever. Or, if there was a husband that really hurt you, you ain't got to bring them back in. You can just move. I forgive you, and I've healed from it. Now I've moved on. Okay. So I just want to encourage you that and give you that little sneak peek into the women's retreat. And yeah, 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 we've been through that. Yes, absolutely. So I just wanted to give you that little sneak peek about the retreat, that, again, that session that I will be talking about the bad in our family, and how there has to be a release. And so even in the retreat, we're going to have a time of releasing all of that stuff, right? So that's what just, I hope that you're coming, because it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. If you're just on here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up. And then also when I'm off, make sure you share this with somebody else, because I guarantee you there's somebody who's struggling, to forgive. And I just don't want people tethered to somebody and bound up by some stuff, because there's nobody that's walking on this earth that has not experienced betrayal, that has not experienced some hurt. I mean, hurt that will tear your soul apart, that will almost destroy you. And so it's disingenuous just to say, oh, just move on from that. Forget it and let it go. It's in your CPU. You're not going to forget it. You got to heal from it in order to move on. So the choice is always, I know what happened to me, but my choice is, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? How am I going to allow this to affect my life going forward? Am I going to hold on to it and let my life basically stop at that point? Right? Because your life stops at that point. If you decide that I'm going to hold on this forever, just like Monique, her life has stopped. And then because she's holding on to all that, I don't know if you saw the other interviews, her son came out and was talking about her and how they have a toxic relationship. So all that toxicity in you, because you're holding on to stuff, it just flows out. It flows out, and it flows out to other people who don't have anything to do with that person that hurt you, but they are suffering because of all that is down inside of you. So you don't want all that hurt, that anger, that bitterness, all that vomit that's inside of you, because you're holding on to unforgiveness, to spill over into other people that you care about, right? You don't want that. You don't want to vomit on them. You don't want to vomit on your children. You don't want to vomit on your grandchildren. You don't want to vomit on your friends. You don't want that. So you got to take care of that and get healed from it. Okay? So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like I said, that's just a sneak peek into their women's retreat. This is the last week. If you want to go, this is the last week that you have to sign up. Hopefully, I would love to see you there. There's a lot of people have signed up now. Like I said, Lady Kitty's coming, and the women who are coming with her, they're already on the roster, so they're coming. There's people from other churches that will be coming. So I want to see you there as well. Okay. So if you want to sign up, you can go to two places, either newbirthchurch.org, newbirth, BIRTH, church.org, or you can go to my website, which is IamRuthWard.com, and sign up for the women's retreat, which is Thursday, April 11th through Saturday, April 13th. It starts Thursday night, and we're going to be doing some, I think we're probably going to be doing some zip lining. We're going to do some yoga stretching. We're going to be doing some hiking. There's about like 4 different trails that we can do. I think one of them actually takes you to the falls, to the Cumberland Falls. If someone wants to ride a horse, they can do that. I don't know if I don't ride a horse, won't do that. But anyway, so I'm excited about it, and I know what God has given me to give to the women who will be attending will be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to get off here, but just remember, okay, you can forgive somebody, but you don't got to bring them back in. Okay, you can forgive them and then go on. Once you're healed from it, move on from it, and then you are just fine. Okay, look, guys, who y'all on here, I need some thumbs up. Y'all only see 1 thumbs up, so I need y'all to give me some more thumbs up. Okay, I need y'all to do that. All right, always remember that I love you, I believe in you, I believe in your dreams, but most importantly, I believe in your action. So make sure that when you forgive, that if you're not led to bring that person back in your life, you do not have to. And you're good. Okay? So you all have a good evening. I'm going to finish studying because the house is quiet because Michael Travis is in the basement doing something on the computer. And I love you too, Harriet. And Matt and Camden are gone with Mary, their grandmother. So the house is like quiet. So I got some time to study before they come back here. So I'll probably study about another hour or so. And then I want to call it a night and get ready because I got to get up in the morning for prayer. Thank you, whoever gave me a thumbs up for prayer and for going to the Y to take my spin class tomorrow. All right, guys, I love you all so much. Make sure you share this, the stream, and because remember, I'm growing my community. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know it's going real slow, but it's okay. But it'll get there. It'll get there. It'll get there. Okay. I've got about 20 more than what I had when I first started. So, which is good. All right, guys. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye.